Deal Me Out by M.J. Halberstadt. Characters.
Dez, male. He always gets the blue token. If there isn't one in the game, he'll use one from another game.
Oberon, male. Hosts the group. A fact that he uses to earn priority in choosing what game to play.
Cleo, female. Has been known to cheat, but only in order to let someone else win when they're having a bad day.
Agatha, female. Doesn't care to finish a game she knows she's losing.
Kay, non-binary, they, them. Don't bother challenging them on the rules, they have them memorized.
Lucian, male. Most likely to win, least likely to gloat.
Note on casting. They are a group of liberal outsiders in the suburbs. They've known each other since high school, and in a town like this, these friendships are all they have. Casting should reflect a mix of outsider statuses. They are fat, skinny, have too much hair, not enough hair, piercings and tattoos, and hair dye and makeup, wear too much black, dress too formally, don't dress respectfully enough, reveal too much skin, etc. Dez is, or can, pass as white. Lucian is a POC. The others should be a mix. November 2016. Oberon's father's garage. One door exits into the house, another leads outside. On a screen, images from the many early 90s video games Oberon and Dez have played in the spot. Ness wanders Happy Happy Village in Earthbound. Zeke and Julie cut through backyards in Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Mario gossips with Toad in Rose Town in Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. But it keeps coming back to the first moment of the NES Legend of Zelda, as Link meets the old man who says, "It's dangerous to go alone. Take this." In short, protagonists are on personal adventures in unsuspecting small towns. Today, Oberon and Dez are playing Nintendo 64.
That's not the rules.
Yeah, but it's my garage, my console, my game, so I get to choose
It's
a character
my game.
Really?
Yeah, I wrote on the top of all of my cartridges.
Yeah, but you also got stoned and wrote on all of mine, too.
Oh, that's true. Okay, what about this? I'll let you choose your character if I could choose the level.
No, because then you're gonna pick DK's Jungle Parkway.
Which is my prerogative if you're gonna insist on choosing your character first. Oh my god, this is why Mario Kart 64 needs a random level option.
Okay, what about this? I get to veto DK Jungle's Parkway and Rainbow Road, but you get to choose any other level, and I get to pick my character first.
Okay, fine.
Okay?
Fine.
So what level?
Choose a character.
What level?
I don't know.
You're
Choose
such
a
an
character.
asshole. You're just gonna pick a level that my character isn't gonna be good
You
at.
better brush up on your negotiating skills, bud. We did not designate what order I would choose the level.
Fine. I'll choose my character first. I still get to veto DK's Jungle Parkway
Yep,
and Rainbow
yep,
Road.
Deal.
But you have to get the beer from the kitchen.
I'll lift the veto if you get the beer.
You're that averse to going into the kitchen.
You are too.
Yeah, because my fucking dad's watching the game.
And I want to see him. Is he still planning to clean this place out, by the way?
He's such a lazy piece of shit. He hired movers to clear it all out, but for like a random Tuesday because it was cheaper.
All so he can keep the car in here? Because why?
I don't know, man. Take it or leave it. You'd seriously rather play DK's Jungle Parkway than walk 20 feet into the kitchen.
I'll get the beer if I can choose a character first.
No, you don't get the character and the level just because you're getting the beer.
Okay,
Jesus.
we initiate a separate veto. I get to veto a character.
Oh my god, does the difference between characters even really matter that much? Mario Kart 64 came out before Nintendo started really distinguishing between characters beyond the major weight
I
classes.
know that's what the manual says, but I've definitely noticed small differences
There's
between
3
Peach and
weight
Toad.
classes, and that's it. The mechanics were not that advanced.
Nintendo 64 totally could have handled 8 distinct characters. Give it some credit.
Okay, maybe it was capable of, but that doesn't mean that they would or did create 8 different weights. So you're saying what? Toad is lighter?
Yes, Toad is lighter than Peach and Yoshi. And Bowser is definitely heavier than Donkey Kong and Wario.
I feel like with only 8 characters, they tried to make it so, you know, there were multiple characters in each weight class so that 2 players can always choose the same weight class. Wait, you seriously think Toad is lighter than Bowser is heavier?
I'm telling you.
Okay, so I still definitely want Toad.
Then I want Wario.
Wario?
Yes.
Who the fuck plays Wario?
I do.
Why, because you want to be able to bump me off the road?
That, and I know the way the game's algorithms work.
How much Mario Kart do you play?
Only Mario Kart 64.
algorithms?
Yes, in order to create a sense of balance among the characters, the game improves the stats of non-player characters depending on who you play.
And that's why you're choosing Wario. Wait, but what does it do if there are
Yes,
two players?
because what the algorithm does when there's two players, it takes an average of the tweaks it would normally do. I've worked it out. If one player chooses Toad, it's advantageous for the other player to play Wario.
First of all, I don't think that's what an algorithm is. Second of all,
Let's just play. Let's play, and you'll see.
to create a sense of balance.
Hit start.
This was released in 1996, for crying out loud.
Go already!
Beer.
Are you alright, man? You seem more, I don't know, persnickety than usual. Are you worried it's gonna be weird tonight? With Cleo and Agatha?
Oh,
I'd be weirded out, but then I guess it'd probably be weirder if we didn't have it this week. Maybe it'll be good. The routine, good distraction.
I don't care they're engaged. We broke up forever ago.
I still say that's bull. You do care. You were trucking along just fine for like 4 years.
Five.
Holy shit.
But we were teenagers, and then we did some stupid stuff. She and Agatha got together. It hasn't been weird, and it won't get weird now just because they're engaged. Getting engaged isn't, like, an official thing, even. You don't have to submit paperwork for it. Let's just play.
Well, look, these are weird times for everyone, let alone with something like this on top of it. And I know, I guess the, like, bro code sort of unofficially says that guys don't always open up about things, but if you wanted to talk,
Yeah, I'll let you know.
you're taking it in good stride.
Thanks. Yeah, it's been weird, but I'm good. Seriously.
Cool. All right, we can play. How about loser again?
Sure.
They start playing.
So you'll be totally fine if we talk about them getting engaged.
Yeah, but maybe don't bring it up.
Shit, you're not okay about it.
No, I am, just...
I think I heard a car pull up. Okay, so I'll just say a quick congratulations because it'd be suspicious if I didn't.
All right, and then... Hey, did you just blue shell me?
All's fair in love and Mario Kart.
The game gave you a blue shell already? We just started.
Cleo and Agatha let themselves in from outside with grocery bags. They don't see Des at first.
Holy shit, this is gonna be a weird night.
Weird, but it's about fucking time.
Holy shit, holy
About time for what?
games!
Looks heavy. Need help?
No, I got it.
I didn't realize you were here.
Oberon exchanges a glance with Cleo over Dez's shoulder.
We got sick of Smash Brothers after 2 hours and just fired up Mario Kart.
Yeah, after 2 hours, we were kind of over it.
You got here early, huh?
Yep. Also, like, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, we're really excited.
I bet.
Really scared, but really excited.
Makes sense.
Overwhelmed more than scared.
Yeah, girls, congrats.
Thank you.
I haven't seen you since you got engaged, so...
That's right. You haven't. Thanks.
Yeah, it feels exactly the same and completely different. Distracting, which is what we need, gives me something to put all of my energy into.
Yeah, planning a wedding is supposed to... How did I go from first to fourth in literally a picosecond?
And planning a wedding is a lot less stressful than, crumbling into despair. But we started putting together the invite list, and we got around to telling Agatha's mother.
Shoot me in the face.
Get me a gun, we'll do each other. No. This month, we're not letting ourselves not think happy thoughts. Agatha, tell them.
No.
Tell them!
Okay. We were thinking of renting out the paintball place in New Hampshire for a day, but we don't know when the wedding is, and apparently you have to book over a year in advance, and we don't even know when we're thinking for the wedding.
But isn't that a fun idea? Plus, that could be a photo op. Us with paintball guns.
That's cool.
We're trying to reclaim the whole period.
Yeah, I was thinking I want to...
Oh, yeah, guys, could you pause for a second?
Des hits pause.
Dude, you have to tell me when you're gonna pause.
Yeah, I want to set a rule that we're not going to talk about the thing tonight.
Yeah, I agree.
There's nothing else productive to say about it, and anyway, part of the reason we got engaged was to distract us.
I mean, it's gonna come up.
I just like to try avoid talking about it. I'm kind of not dealing too well.
Sure, yeah, but just being realistic.
Tell them about the idea you have for the entrance.
We're going to march down the aisle to the Imperial March from Star Wars and wear stormtrooper uniforms. But honestly, I think a stormtrooper uniform might be more expensive than a wedding dress, and if we get married outside, it'll be really hot.
But it's fun to think of ideas for our wedding. I think playing board games are just what we need.
First place!
Exhibit A.
Loser gets beer.
Fine, fine.
Des extricates himself from Mario Kart and sees what Agatha and Cleo have brought in.
I love it when it's the girls' turns to do snacks. They know how to do it right.
Des goes. Without him there, Oberon withdraws from the game and the room takes on an air of conspiracy.
2 hours, guys. I don't know what else to do with him.
You spent how many years playing video games with him? After tonight, it's done.
I told you we should have done it in an email.
And I told you that would be mean as hell. And besides, it's too
Yeah,
late.
sorry, dude. This is happening.
And how do you think he's going to take it? All of us ganging up on him? How has he seemed today?
He's being all sentimental and buddy-buddy and asking me about, like, am I okay about the two of you?
Incidentally, why are you being so squirrely talking about the wedding?
Well, are you even inviting him
I
anymore?
hadn't thought about it.
No, he's not invited.
We did not talk about it yet.
Well,
Later, after we do this.
I can't fucking wait.
I don't think anyone's more excited about it than Kay.
When do they get here?
They said they'd be here right on time.
Were you trying to blow my mind tonight?
Oberon quickly returns to the game. The others turn to Des, who has come in with something behind his back.
What do you mean?
Des pulls out a brand new copy of Pandemic Legacy.
We're finally doing it? Wait a sec. I'm phrasing that as a sentence. We're finally doing it. Agatha, did you see? Oberon got Pandemic Legacy.
Remind me what's special about Pandemic Legacy?
It's like Pandemic on crack. It has an overarching story arc that continues as you play it multiple times. It's perfect for us because you have to play with the same group of people over a long period of time. Can I open it?
Not yet. Let's... Wait.
Kay arrives, tosses their coat on the floor.
Oh my god, Kay. Did you know that Agatha was getting Pandemic Legacy?
The night's full of surprises, isn't it?
There's something so special to me about the first time we play a game. I always remember the first time we play everything. Every box on that shelf has a story.
Like I said, let's wait till Lucien gets here and we'll check in and see how everyone's feeling.
Where is he?
A meeting.
What kind of meeting?
A meeting he goes to every week, but they had to change the day because of Thanksgiving or something.
Uh-huh. I'm so excited. What are we gonna do until then?
You can finish Mario Kart.
Nah, Oberon just let the second race start without me.
You ran away.
Because I was getting beers as part of our Fuck it. Never mind.
Was this another battle for character?
Yeah, and getting the beers somehow became a bargaining chip.
I still think the most badass character to play isn't the best one. No, the most badass choice would obviously be the worst one. Like, any pussy can win playing as the best character, but how much more of a slap in the face is it when you kick someone's ass as Luigi?
Luigi isn't the worst character.
Okay, well, somebody tell that to Luigi. He's currently in 7th, right after Dez.
Kay, did you see the Diablo 3 gameplay footage from BlizzCon I emailed you?
Oh, of course.
Looks dope.
I'm worried they're just gonna turn it into a button masher.
Yeah, maybe, but the graphics look amazing.
Oh, look out for the... Yeah, you got it.
What are you talking about? Gameplay footage? Is there a new Breath of the Wild trailer?
No. We could start another board game till Lucien gets here.
Really?
What kind of weekly meeting is he at?
Sure, let's play a game.
He's not an AA, is he? You can tell me. I don't judge, obviously. Or is this something about he who must not be named? A group therapy session for people who dated assholes?
Leave it alone, Des.
It's something personal.
Then you shouldn't have mentioned it. I mean, the other thing is we could just chat. I feel like I don't remember the last time we hung out without, like, an alibi. Like when we would stay out at the diner until 2 talking about nothing.
Bottle opener.
Shit, I don't want to go back to the kitchen.
Des tried to open the bottle with his fingers.
Fine. Anybody want anything while I'm in there?
No one does. Des goes. Kay hits their head on the table. They speak so Des can't hear.
I know, man, I know.
Can we just do this now?
Once Lucien gets here.
Why does it matter if he's here? He's obviously on board with it.
That's a good point.
We agreed we would wait until we were all here so we could do this together.
That's true.
Why were you talking about starting a game?
What else do you want to do?
Not play games with Des.
I know, but what the hell else are we supposed to do while we're waiting for Lucien? My whole reason for suggesting it is it's something to do. Unless you want to just keep vamping.
It's the last game you'll ever have to play with him.
Do I have to?
That's true. Do we all need to play, or can just the 4 of us?
Well, that's gonna look suspicious if we're all playing and Agatha's here picking her nose.
I won't be picking my nose. I'll find some reason to flake off. I'll get more snacks.
We have enough snacks.
Can someone throw me a snack?
Oh my god, maybe I will drink after all.
Think of it this way. You give a dog a chew toy to stop gnawing on the couch. Playing a quick game is going to be Dez's chew toy.
And I'm the couch in this analogy?
Yes, a precious couch that's sick of being gnawed on.
By the way, keep him out of the bathroom if you can.
How do you propose we do that?
I don't know, but he takes a gargantuan shit every time he comes over.
Des returns.
You know what, Kay? That's a good idea. Let's start a game for 5 players, because Lucian's meeting goes until 8 anyway.
Mystery meeting.
Oberon, do we have any games for 5?
Specifically for 5? I don't know. Kay's the
Take
expert.
it to ride.
Boom.
Oh, yeah, we've been dying to play that.
Yes! I play it on my iPad all the time.
Kay throws down Ticket to Ride.
How do you play?
So, you're building train tracks on a map of the United States.
Oh my god, you haven't played this yet?
That's why she's asking. You build train tracks on a map, building connections between cities.
It's kind of like Transamerica. Remember we played that game once, like 2 years ago?
Oh, so like Risk, but with trains.
Not exactly.
Can't
So
finish. You get a bunch of cards that tell you what cities you're trying to connect, and you get points for every card you complete.
Oh, sure. Does it take long?
No, not too long.
I've only played it on my iPad, so it probably goes quicker on there.
I need a wine bottle opener.
Oh, yeah, and bring some cups.
Agatha goes.
Oh, are you here, Oberon? I hadn't noticed you. We should get started now so we're not stuck in the middle once Lucian gets here.
Okay, I'll pause it.
Will we be done at 8:15, do you think?
A half hour, as long as you're all able to pick it up.
Yeah, as long as you, Agatha, and Oberon are able to pick it up. It's, what? Box says 30 to 60 minutes.
Hey, Oberon. Why did you have us come over at 7 if Lucian can't be here till 8:15?
How many cups?
They raise their hands, especially Oberon. Agatha goes.
Yo.
Oberon pauses the game, joins the others. Kay opens the box, lays out the board.
So the way it starts, we all get 3 destination tickets, and you have to keep at least 2 of them.
Can I see?
I wish there were a system of high-speed trains all around the country like this.
Pretty sure there is.
Not really. None that people actually use.
I think a lot of people use Acela,
What's a Acela?
a system of high-speed trains.
Yeah, but it's not like as prevalent as it is in Europe.
And then there are all these train tickets.
Hold on, I thought these were the train tickets.
Those are destination tickets, and in each turn you can either take 2 train tickets or build.
And then there's the rainbow ones.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Are they wild cards?
Yes, but hold on.
They're kind of worth more.
Worth more? What? Is there money?
There's no money.
Well, they're just more valuable, like in terms of the game.
Agatha returns, begins the business of wine.
Here you go.
So, if you choose to build, you have to build on all of the rectangles between the cities. You can't just do them one by one.
Where's Winnipeg? Like in real life?
Manitoba.
Is that in North Dakota?
It's in Canada.
And Manitoba's a province?
Province.
Oh, I thought they called this the United States board.
It's the North America board. Would you shut the
So
fuck
if you
up?
wanted to build between Helena and Denver, you'd have to put down 4 greens.
Exactly.
And with the parallel lines, does that mean 2 people can claim that route?
Yep, you got it.
There aren't any cities in Mexico on the map, but they're calling it the North America board? That's racist. My father would love that.
So, like I said, you can either build on your turn or take 2 cards. And there are always 5 cards face up that you can pick from, or you can take them from the face down pile. And then with the locomotive cards,
I thought they were train cards.
locomotive cards are train cards.
That's dumb.
Locomotives are the wild card train cards.
Isn't a train just a type of locomotive? That's confusing.
I don't know, Des. The instructions call them locomotives, so I call them locomotives.
Oh, I only played on iPad, so I never read the instructions.
Did you play it on the iPad, Des? So, with the locomotives, if you choose one that's face up, then that's the only card you get.
Oh, I see.
Can we make a house rule to ignore the thing where if there are 3 rainbow cards, you have to discard them all?
No house rules.
Des futzes with the snacks.
Where are the bowls?
Cleo looks to Oberon, but he's back to his video game.
Where are the bowls?
Above the sink.
I look before they're not there.
Then they're probably in the drying rack.
Why don't we just eat out of the bags?
Because we're grown-ass adults, not savages. I didn't see them. Can you look?
Agatha exchanges a look with Cleo.
Oberon?
What?
Nothing.
Cleo and Agatha go.
What?
I think Cleo and Ag wanted you to show me where the bowls are.
For eating or smoking?
Eating.
Above the sink.
Never mind.
Oh, but that reminds me.
Oberon finds his bag, pulls out a bong. Cleo and Agatha return with snacks and bowls.
What the hell are you doing? The windows are still wide open.
She rushes around and closes blinds.
Oh, please, like the neighbors are spying through the windows.
Do you want Mrs. O'Sullivan coming back to your father with that information?
Neighborgate Part 2.
It's dark.
Yeah, and when it's dark outside and light in here, people outside can see in.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Fine, we'll take it into the woods.
Or you could ease off tonight.
I held off smoking all week so I could smoke tonight.
You could also skip a week. The point isn't to smoke one night a week, it's to smoke one night a week at most, Oberon.
Cleo holds eye contact. Oberon gets her meaning. Des pulls some money out of his pocket and gives it to Oberon.
No, I should ease off.
Why?
Not in the mood.
I am. Come on, it's within your rules. Fine. Okay?
Kay shakes their head.
Because Cleo told you not to? That seems unusually controlling. Agatha?
No thanks.
Okay. Weird.
Lucian comes in from outside, discreetly squeezing a bloody tissue in his fist.
Hey, you.
Hey.
You're earlier than usual. Was your meeting canceled?
Yeah, how was your meeting? Not that I know what it was. It's just, my ears work, so I notice when people talk about things in front of me.
Can you not?
I didn't make it to the city, actually.
Shit, what happened?
I got pulled over.
Oh, fuck. Did you get a ticket?
What for?
I was let off with an unspecified warning and lots of vague, condescending threats.
You're bleeding, oh my god.
Oh, gosh, no, this is unrelated. It's a paper cut. Well, a sticker cut.
Cleo is skeptical at this.
So I noticed I've been pulled over 3 times since the election. So after this time, I decided to finally take my bumper sticker off.
He throws out the sticker.
Sorry, Madam Secretary. It's just not worth it.
You think it was the sticker?
Well, it's that or the cops just got the memo that I'm driving while colored. Either way, while I was trying to get under the sticker, it sliced right under my finger.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Because I was trying to pry the sticker off, and it...
Oberon, go get a band-aid.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Where are they?
Are you kidding me? We're in your house. They're in the blue tub under the sink.
Boy, you're taking Lucian's injury pretty badly.
I'm squeamish.
In the kitchen?
In the bathroom, you hopeless child.
Oberon goes.
Take a chill pill, Des.
Sorry, I didn't mean to come in and make this about me.
You're not the one making a scene.
Okay, we'll go to the precinct, file a complaint. Did you get the officer's badge number?
No, I forgot.
You always have to memorize the officer's badge number.
I remember his name.
Okay, then we'll look him up. We'll figure it out.
Oh, wait, I meant to tell you all. Oberon's neighbors watched me come in.
Shit. Neighborgate neighbors?
Yeah, Neighborgate neighbors. I think they recognized me as the crazy black guy who got into a screaming match with them about the middle class.
We're not going to talk about the election tonight.
Amen.
Oh, awesome. But just saying.
Oberon returns.
Did you hear that? Your neighbors are suspicious.
Fuck them.
Oberon crosses to the window and pulls the blinds up.
Don't shout at them.
I'm not shouting.
He moons them.
Lick my hole, motherfuckers! Okay, I shouted.
All right. So Ticket to Ride is on hold for now. On our pile for the night. 7 Wonders, code names, or if we're feeling less strategy-based, telestrations.
The others look to Oberon.
Hello?
Right. Let's do this.
He attempts decorum as he puts his pants back on.
Des, we wanted to talk first.
Okay. Can I get set up while we talk?
Let's figure that out later.
Figure out what? Are we playing 7 Wonders?
Would you
or-
mind leaving the games alone for now? We wanted to talk about the group,
I
actually.
can listen and set up at the same time.
Des, put the fucking game down.
What? What's going on?
We want to talk to you.
Flashback. October 2016. Dominion. Agatha, Cleo, Des, Kay, Lucian, and Oberon play Dominion. Oberon and Agatha look out the window.
Yes, we pulled up and she was sitting in the window watching us. And then she came outside and stood on the porch and watched us come in here.
It's your turn, Ag.
I was like, "Hi there." And she just stared us down.
Didn't say anything.
I think she thinks one of us did her lawn.
You have to discard all your cards from last round and put out 5 new ones.
I don't get to keep them?
Not this round. They go back into your deck.
Oh, and then I shuffle and restart
Right,
and they
that's
go
the
in
thing
a
I
circle.
couldn't wrap my head around.
She keeps coming over and complaining to my father.
Why does she think he knows anything about it?
I don't think she does. I think her husband doesn't want to hear it anymore, and my dad's too nice to send her away.
Or he noticed she has tits.
Or that.
And now I discard and put out 5 new ones.
Exactly.
Agatha retreats to the window.
Is she there now?
No, she went inside.
Wait, is she here talking to your dad?
No. No.
They all freeze, listen into the house.
No.
Should we keep our voices down just in case?
No, fuck that. We have nothing to hide.
If she didn't want anyone taking her signs out, she should have reinforced them better. You're way too easy to pull out of the ground. I was able to pull out 2 at a time.
They all look at him.
1 in each hand. I play the witch. You all have to take a curse.
No one does.
Did the purple ones?
I'm sorry. What?
You took Mrs. O'Sullivan's signs?
I just hid them. Did she seriously not find them? They're in her shed, literally.
Are you
still on her
fucking kidding
property.
me?
I wore gloves.
What does that have to do with anything?
No fingerprints. They can't prove I did it.
That's great, except no one's thinking about fingerprints. She's just assuming it's us, and it turns out she's right.
Him, not us.
And now my dad's telling me he wants to clear out the garage.
What do you mean? Like
Start keeping the car in here? Everything in here. Gone.
legit.
legit?
Legit.
Wait, so
But
where
that's
did we go?
completely unrelated.
I don't know.
We can use my living room sometimes.
My basement?
Too small.
Or we could go to that new board game bar.
Do you want to pay a $10 entry for all 6 of us every week?
Well, figure it out. She called you a commie dyke. Would you rather I have done nothing?
Kinda.
Okay, would you still be saying that if Oberon's dad hadn't coincidentally decided to clean out the garage?
I don't need you to stand up for me.
Apparently you do, though. You weren't gonna. Whatever. I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
Bathroom.
Des goes.
Is anyone... Does anybody else... Do any of you...
Yeah.
What?
I mean, right? We have to talk about it. This is the last straw.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it next week.
Back to present.
Des, I think what we need to talk about is the kind of thing we need everyone's complete focus during.
All right, Mom.
Des, the 5 of us had a conversation.
Without me?
Yes. We were talking about some concerns regarding membership.
I thought membership policy discussion requires the full group to satisfy quorum.
Well, I guess it's not so much about a membership policy thing, but we were talking specifically about, we called a private meeting among just the 5 of us because there were certain things that some of us were thinking, and we came together to talk about it without you. Well, because
Because it was about me.
Exactly. Yeah, see, you got it. See, he gets it. Well, so, yeah. It was about you. It is about you. We want to invite you to leave the group.
Oh. No, thank you.
Okay, not really inviting so much as...
We're kicking you out. No RSVP necessary.
Oh, you're all pissed I won the last 2 times we played Seven Wonders and you're trying to get back at me, aren't you?
Cleo shakes her head. Des reads their faces. He's no idiot.
Who's kicking me out of the group?
Everyone.
The 5 of you met just so you could talk about me.
The way you say it makes it sound like we were just gossiping.
Isn't gossip by definition talking about someone
Well,
when
I
they're
don't
not
know about
there?
the dictionary definition of gossip, but that really wasn't the point. Really, it was a matter of,
Oberon looks to Cleo. He's at sea.
The 5 of us agreed that we want to remove you from the group because of certain patterns of behavior that have made playing games with you unpleasant and at times have left some of us feeling antagonized.
How? Who?
Several of us.
Do you?
Do I what?
Do you feel antagonized? Because I know it wasn't Oberon.
On occasion.
All right, then. Well, group, what specifically makes you uncomfortable?
Des.
No, really, I want to know. I at least have a right to know why.
I really don't think that would be productive.
I mean, clearly there's got to be a lot you're not telling me because I did not see this coming. I mean, you are completely blindsiding me. Oh, wait a minute. This is about you, isn't it?
Lucian shrinks back.
You put the others up to this.
No one put anyone up to anything.
Something I've said was offensive to your delicate sensibilities.
No, I was...
I initiated it, actually.
Oh. Why?
Because we hate playing with you. Because you are a huge distraction anytime we're trying to do anything. Because you're a sore loser when you lose, But then you're a smarmy bastard when you win. And it turns out what should be a fun environment into a competition. Because you make us feel like shit when one of us isn't immediately ready to go the second into our turn. But we all have to wait for you every time you have to take a shit. And we know because we can all smell it
Wow.
even from here.
Wow. Okay, that's like half bullshit and half stuff I didn't realize I do. But I guess if you feel that strongly, Oberon and I will find a new group. A less stuck-up group. People who are more interested in playing board games than mind games.
Oberon is a deer in headlights.
We got the guy who works at GameStop. And I see his girlfriend there sometimes. She seems cool. I bet they know people.
Des notices how tight-lipped Oberon is being.
You're not going to stick with them, are you? Don't tell me you don't see this. Your ex-girlfriend built up a little army and took out your best friend. You're gonna be next.
No.
That's how I see it. Or did she work her hand up your ass and turn you into a puppet?
She never put her hand up my ass.
You're upset about the engagement and holding on to some ridiculous fantasy hope that somehow she'll turn back to you, and that's why you're letting her do this.
I'm not letting anyone do anything.
So this is what you want? You're in on it too?
I'm sorry, dude.
Wow. It is incredible bullshit that we've been friends since middle school, and apparently playing games with me bothered you all these years, but it took until today for you to say something? What is that? Masculinity?
Des rises.
We're sorry, Des.
Oh, I'm not leaving yet. I have stuff to grab.
Des begins his haul.
I have 10 years of friendship to take back. Half of these board games are mine, a few of those video games, my third of the weed.
I can help.
No, Lucian, you relax. I'll reclaim my stuff myself. Thank you.
I'll drop it off.
No, you're gonna forget stuff.
The haul promises to be excruciatingly long. Des finds the game set. Flashback, 2014, set.
I'm fine, honestly.
It's not okay.
I should have texted him when I knew I was running late. He was just worried. Set.
Lucian takes 3 cards.
Nope, 2 purples.
Lucian puts them back.
It was my fault. He asked me to be home on time, and I wasn't.
So he screamed at you loudly enough that your neighbors called the cops?
It's not like he set. It's not like he hit me.
Lucian takes 3 cards.
Nope, 2 diamonds.
Shit.
Lucian puts them back.
I don't blame him. He just wants to know where I am, so just set up some new rules about communicating, about keeping each other in the loop about where we go.
And he set up a tracking app on your phone. He's keeping you on a leash.
Set.
Oberon picks up 3 cards. Kay studies them.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is actually really fun.
I still don't get it.
They have to have the same similarities and the same differences.
I actually wish I hadn't drank before this.
Maybe that's my problem.
Agatha takes 3 cards.
Wait, let me see those.
The color's all the same, the shape is all different, the number is all different, the fill is all different.
That's the pattern.
Speaking of patterns, if he's controlling where you go, screaming at you, making you feel guilty for spending time with friends, that's abuse.
Dude, he said he doesn't want to talk about it.
I don't think so. He doesn't hit me. I'd tell you if he, hit me all the time.
Would you?
Yes.
You've got to promise us, man.
Sure.
But would you tell us if he hit you
Set.
once?
Lucian takes 3 cards.
Same fill, same shapes, different colors, different numbers.
Exactly.
One time, but he was really sorry after.
One time you what?
Hit him.
It was my fault.
Game over. We're talking about this.
Back to present. Des finds the group rule book and throws it out on the table.
And I would like to point out that in our original group rulebook, which you, me, and Cleo wrote along with Aaron and Sadie and Will back when we were 14 years old. Here, let me find it.
I know what it says.
Hold on. This is why rules are written on paper. Discussions about membership require attendance of all group members. Membership discussions shall henceforth include the addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division of... What were we on? Or division of members. And remember, we met as a group when we added each of the 3 of them, and when Aaron moved and Sadie started softball. But we have quorum now. I'd like to call this to meeting.
Oberon,
It's in the rules.
I don't know if I can be here for
It's
this.
fine, Ag. It's just a conversation. I'm entitled to be a part of the conversation about my membership. It's in the rules.
I mean, it doesn't say that exactly.
It's implicit. And since it requires all of us, that means you have to stay here if you want to kick me out. Otherwise, we're not all here.
This isn't negotiable.
We all signed. Or did you forget the rules?
No, I did not forget the rules, but if you're so married to them, We can do this the hard way. We could, 1/2+1 majority, vote to dissolve the group. And then the 5 of us could create a separate new group with the same rules.
Those rules are copywritten.
The word is copyrighted, and that doesn't matter because we're not trying to publish them.
Here's my take. I wasn't aware that y'all think I'm difficult to play games with because no one had the balls the gonads, to say anything until tonight. So what I want to know is why now? Is it because I wrote in Bernie Sanders?
No, dude.
Do you think maybe it's you subconsciously blaming me that she lost?
It isn't about that.
I mean, I guess I don't really know what to think since this is coming out of the blue, so why else? If it's not that, then it's pretty fucking unfair that I don't have a chance to, I don't know, fix things.
That's a fair point.
Lucien.
What? It is. We are kind of springing this on him all at once.
But this isn't like an, oops, I didn't mean to do that. These are like fundamental things that are a part of his character that aren't going to change.
Things you still haven't laid out for me.
Do you want us to?
Yes, I think I'm entitled to know.
Well, for one, you constantly misgender me.
Okay, yeah, I know I do, but you have to admit that the using pronouns they, them is inherently
And the
confusing because,
excuses begin.
first of all, you look like just a tomboy. Second of all, it was difficult enough switching to he, him before you sprung this on us. And third of all, it is grammatically
Don't
incorrect.
ask the question if you're not going to accept
But
the
it
answer.
is grammatically incorrect, and I should not be singled out for this. We all have done it, but fine. Okay, I do that. But that's not why you're kicking me out of the group.
Okay, you get us seriously off track when we're trying to play games.
Oh, come on.
Like just 10 minutes ago, I was trying to explain Ticket to Ride to Cleo and Agatha, and you kept interrupting.
I was helping explain the game. How is that off track? That's literally on track, pun intended.
In a wildly unhelpful way. You were interrupting and going on non sequiturs about Mexico and distracting me, and this happens all the fucking time.
We all go on tangents in conversation when we're playing. But is that so much worse than the way you're so precious with games that we can't talk about anything
Don't
else?
say we can't talk about anything else.
You're always telling me, get back to the game, Des. Let's bring it back, Des.
Because you're out there talking about waffle cones or whatever the fuck. We are a board game group.
No, Kay, actually, we are a group of friends. Or at least we were until around when you foregoed your... Or is it forewent? Before you stopped hanging out with the joke posse and joined our merry throng. I thought we hung out because we've always hung out. We play games to hang out, not the other way around. I mean, right? And fine. If you think I take us too off track, fine. Whatever. I'll keep an eye on it. But what else? Somebody tell me what else.
It's kind of rude that you never bring snacks.
Because I'm broke. Because I have to help my family pay the mortgage. Not all of us get a scholarship so we can drop out of college after 1 year in Boston. Not all of us have a family to depend on. What else? Nothing? That's it? I just rubbed some of you the wrong way a few times? This seems a little extreme.
Look, it's more than being rubbed the wrong way a little bit. I know I've said this already, but it's patterns of behavior.
You mean my personality?
No, I mean patterns of behavior.
What the hell else is a personality? I didn't kill anyone. I didn't hurt anyone.
You did.
Sorry?
You hurt Agatha.
Don't.
No, I didn't.
Hate to break it to you, but you did.
Did I hurt you?
Stop it, Des.
No, I want to know, do you think I did?
This is what we keep saying with unconscious sexism. You don't get to decide that you didn't hurt her feelings.
So let me hear it from her. I'm supposed to what? Intuitively know that I'm offending people even if they're too scared to tell me? I don't think you get to say I'm being sexist or whatever without actually pointing it out to me.
I really don't want to do this. You hurt my feelings, okay?
And what did I do that hurt you so much?
This group is the one place I feel like I can be myself and relax. Except when you get started with the way you just love friendly arguments and no offense, but... And if I can just be devil's advocate when I don't need that here, it makes this not a safe space anymore. I'm here for games and friends and to not have to think about having to explain myself over
But then
and
you're just
over
left
again.
with small talk.
That's what I need.
When you're with your friends?
Well, no, not small talk, but God, I mean, now here we go again. You're making me explain myself.
Because I don't understand what you're saying. And because what you're saying is why you're kicking me out of the group. But, okay, that's triggering, apparently. I'm sorry, Agatha. I'm sorry, Cleo. I'm sorry, Kay. I'm sorry, Lucian. Oberon. Can you find it in your hearts to give me another chance?
Flashback 2011, Rummy. Des, Kay, Lucian, and Oberon play Rummy.
You always have to pick one up and put one down.
I know, but I don't want to put any of them down.
You have to.
But I can be out if I put them all down.
Right, but putting one down in the middle is a rule in the game you have to account for in your strategy.
Now you'll know next time.
I have to think about it.
So, after we all cleaned up and got dressed, Ag stuck around, which wasn't an original part of the plan. The whole idea was that Cleo and I were distinguishing time with Ag in bed from time with her as a friend.
To compartmentalize.
Exactly, yeah. But she stuck around to cuddle, and I was like, okay, fine. Cuddling is technically post-coital, but I guess I could construe it as part of sex. Not what most men want to do, but I guess that's part of the point for Cleo, is to get to do things she can't do with me.
Was it hot?
Yeah, but like, I can't even think about it anymore because they wanted to cuddle and I get really restless and hungry after sex, so I was like, I gotta make a grilled cheese, thinking Ag would get the hint and get out of there so Cleo and I could have the rest of the night.
Wait, so I could put this card down but pick it up in another round?
Yes.
What if someone else picks it up?
Then I guess you're fucked.
So what am I supposed to do?
It's a game of strategy. Strategize.
This is why I don't want to put a card down.
It might still be there on your neck.
Life is full of risks, Kay. And so is Rummy. I don't know what to tell you.
So I made 2 grilled cheeses.
Savage.
And I got ready to bring them into the bedroom, hoping that Ag would have left. So I got really quiet to listen, to hear what was going on in there, but I couldn't tell. There was a truck driving around or something. So eventually I just had to open the door.
Were they having sex again without you?
Cleo left with her.
Can you all promise not to take the King of Hearts?
Sure.
They'd fallen asleep cuddling. Cleo always complains that I'm not a cuddler. It's just I get hot when I sleep. They were just totally passed out, and I was stuck holding a grilled cheese for Cleo that she obviously didn't need or want. And I realized...
That you're the grilled cheese. So, did you break up?
We agreed, for now, that we'll keep hanging out when we're with the group, but we're not going to see each other one-on-one. We don't want it to be weird for everyone else.
So where are they tonight?
I think I'm gonna try to transfer into a college in Boston and get a fresh start.
But you'll come back here for weekends, right? I mean, the group doesn't hinge on one relationship.
Back to present.
A second chance wasn't the plan.
Well, the plan's changing a little. If you're willing to try to avoid that behavior now that we pointed out that it makes us uncomfortable.
I don't think I can be here.
Agatha.
I just expected this to be a, one-way transaction. Des, you're out.
Might as well have written an email or tell me it was canceled or...
That's what I wanted.
But I really should just snap my fingers and stop caring about the only people I've ever considered friends, because that'd be more convenient
This
for
isn't
Agatha.
fun, okay? We're not doing this because we enjoy being vindictive.
We thought it was the decent thing to do, to not lie.
But it's decent to blindside me with a, intervention about how much a piece of shit you all think I am?
What would you rather we did? I'm honestly asking because we agonized over it.
Hold on. What about my idea? What if we gave him the chance to demonstrate that he's heard our concerns and is willing to try changing? What?
This isn't what we talked about.
I know it's not what we talked about. It's what I'm talking about now.
So, what do you propose then?
What's it called? Not purgatory, but it starts with a P.
Probation?
Yes, a probation period.
Yes, let's do that.
I don't
Wow.
know.
Wow. Just wow. I never thought I could be mad at you in a million years, but you were being such a weenie.
Why, Agatha, such language.
You were with us Wednesday. You had just as much to say about Des as the rest of us. I think I remember you saying...
Oh, please don't.
It's only fair. I remember you saying, hang on, I want to get it right. That he was the worst breed of alpha male because he can dish teasing, but he can't take it. I remember because I thought it was so apt.
Why do we have to go there?
Because He shouldn't have to play the innocent and shaft this on the rest of us. Look, I'm with you. This is really shitty and messed up, and I'm really not proud of it. And part of me would rather join my father's little fringe let Trump lead campaign than stay here and continue this conversation. But Cleo's right. We owe him that. We owe him a few minutes of discomfort so we can be honest about it.
You're talking about having a conversation, but we're all talking about it like it's a done deal.
It is a done deal. Honest but firm and final.
But that's not a conversation. That's an ambush. The way we decided to do this was an ambush.
But it's what we decided.
And I changed my mind a little.
I feel really triggered right now. I did not expect this from you.
I'm sorry you feel triggered. I'm sorry I'm triggering you. But I think it's the right, more difficult thing to do. Actually let this be a two-way dialogue, and that involves considering the prospect of a probationary period. I'm sorry, Des.
Would a probation period mean that we can be done with this for now and do what we came here to do?
What would a probation period be?
Well, it's like a trial run. We'll have Des stay for another 2 nights. And if he performs any instances of the behaviors that we've already described as disruptive, then we permanently remove him.
Who decides if it's disruptive?
Cleo looks around as in, somebody please help me out.
Never mind. Fuck this. He's kicked out. End of story.
So while on probation, you agree that you stand warned that your behavior has been
Warned.
unacceptable. And if you exhibit any similar behavior at any point during the next 2 meetings...
1.
3.
Let her finish a sentence, assholes.
If you exhibit it during either of the next 2 meetings, we will call a vote for your permanent expulsion.
How many votes to kick him out then?
3, and he's out.
No, it has to be unanimous. It's in the rules.
We'll put it to a vote.
Put what to a vote? Are we voting to decide how many votes are needed?
In favor of 3.
Agatha and Kay raise their hands.
In favor of 4.
Cleo, Oberon, Lucian raise their hands.
Fine. But how do you identify that something I do is offensive?
One of us will identify it, someone else will have to second it, and then we'll put it to a vote. Are we all agreed?
They nod.
All right. Thanks, Cleo. Let's play.
No one makes a move. Flashback, 2010, pandemic. Agatha, Cleo, Des, Kay, Lucian, and Oberon play Pandemic.
It's really all Elizabeth. She's always set the schedule. We can go to Lewiston Mall on weekdays, but we can't be seen there on weekends. Weekends, we go to the Auburn Mall, and we can buy things on sale, but not from a sale rack. Now that Josephine has her license back, we all have to go together in her car, or at the very least use the buddy system 2 at a time. Now and then Elizabeth will go with one other person if Martin drops her off, but the whole point is that no one can ever arrive at the mall by themselves, because if we have a hard time syncing up or finding one another, we look retarded. Her words, not mine. There was a whole episode when Josephine, Elizabeth, and I were at the mall, and then Olivia got dropped off, and it was a total disaster. So buddy system, never 1 and never 3 unless one of us is out of town and it's like a known, indisputable fact that the 4th isn't coming to the mall. Elizabeth's new thing is controlling our social media presence. She makes us send pictures to her before we post them, and we have to post at least 1 picture of all 4 of us together every week, and we can't repeat outfits in those. She's working on a collage or something. And I started running out of things I wear, and she was finally like, this is why we go to the mall. You have every opportunity to buy more tops. Oh, she lost her shit last month when I cut my hair, because usually she wants approval first, and I didn't ask. And then I told her what it's about, and her eyes got really big, and she was like, you know what? This is totally okay. We're living in different times, and a little diversity isn't a bad thing. She actually wanted Marina in the group instead of Olivia, so we'd have racial diversity, but not too much, because Marina's half whatever.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah, right. And so I was surprised that she was cool about it. But then she started changing some of the schedule and stuff and talking about branching out. She started hanging out with Clara one-on-one, which felt like an interview, especially because her name starts with a K too, and she's custom ordered so much JOKE stuff for her room.
Oh my god, I just get why you call yourselves Joke.
Go on.
She told me we could still hang out at the mall and stuff, but that she didn't want to keep me in the weekly group picture. But we could still hang out at the Lewiston Mall and at her house, but I should hang back on weekends when they went to the Auburn Mall. And she asked me to stop visiting her at the salon because people kept asking questions, and, well, she said it was for my own good. She didn't want me to feel uncomfortable.
They are such a bunch of bitches.
Dude.
He's not wrong. I said, Elizabeth, that's all really sweet of you to look out for me like that, but I have another new rule I was thinking about initiating. And she was like, what's that? And I said, how about I hang out with you 0 days of the week and we can talk to each other never and nowhere. For pictures, I'll wear whatever I want and you can say nothing about it because you are not my friend. I like that schedule better. Looks like Australia has succumbed to scarlet fever.
Back to present.
What game should we play?
Well, not Pandemic Legacy.
Until we sort all this out.
Yeah, let's play something else.
Agatha hides Pandemic Legacy.
How about Telestrations? That's late.
She distributes notepads, but the mood is too sour to play.
Can I have the one with the blue spine?
Wait, but so what do we do about Jimmy?
Cleo facepalms.
Who's Jimmy?
Kay facepalms too.
Oh, great. Wait. Jimmy? Diabetic Jimmy, who we went to school with?
Diabetic Jimmy?
I'm not picking on the fact he has diabetes. I'm just trying to place a face.
Yes, diabetic Jimmy.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. Good.
Paro.
Yes. Jimmy Parrow. What's his deal these days?
I don't know. He's working at the, Home Depot, I think.
No, I mean, what's his deal? Sorry, I guess I mean, what is it about Jimmy Parrow, the guy who used to call me a faggot, called you a faggot too, who called you fat, who... Remember what a shithead he was?
Yeah, in high school.
Agatha.
It was a long time ago.
Lucian.
What she said.
I see. But the way I play board games is even worse than that, huh? Fine. So when did you have the chance to reconnect with Jimmy to see how he turned out? I don't think you ever shared you were playing catch-up.
We hung out a few times. Cleo and I went over to his place for a Warhammer meetup.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. People change after high school. Look at Kay.
Kay went through a major life change after high school.
Everyone goes through a major life change after high school. Hopefully. Even if it's not quite so explicit. I changed. We all changed.
Fair. And what was Jimmy's change?
Oberon gives an exaggerated shrug, as in someone else jump in.
Why am I defending Jimmy to you? I don't know how to define how he changed.
What was Jimmy's big change all these years that make him a good fit for the island of misfit toys? Is he gay? Is he bi? Does he have AIDS? Is he poly or trans or questioning or something?
I don't think so.
Gotcha. But he's a good guy. Not calling people names anymore, picking on you for being in recovery.
No.
I guess I just don't get why you would all want to hang out with him instead of me. Especially when we're all the type to go around competing for most oppressed. It's the Oppression Olympics.
What does that mean?
We basically invent ways to get made fun of and try to trump each other with them. Oh, I'm pansexual. Oh, really? I'm transgender. Wait a minute, guys. I'm still black. Actually, have you heard of polyamory? It means I want to date two people at once. Never mind. I'm not transgender. I'm genderqueer. Look it up.
All right, cut it out.
Especially you.
Give it up, man.
Face it, you're not queer. You're poly. And you're not even poly. You just said it so you could have a threesome. You're a straight white horn dog.
So are you.
I am bisexual.
You have only ever dated women.
I'm 70-30. But that's not the point. When it's straight white guy become an accusation. I don't want to harp on the Oppression Olympics game. I'm just saying. Jimmy is not this group's usual fare.
Not that it's like a ticket of admission to be in this group, but Jimmy's had a rough go the last few years. His mom died in a car accident. His sister's paralyzed, waist down.
Gotcha. That really sucks. I'm sorry his mom died in a car accident.
Anyway, you don't have to deal with him, so...
He actually knows a lot of games I haven't even tried. He even invented one, kind of.
Oh, wait, so you met him too?
We all did on Wednesday.
Well, I mean, after we talked, I proposed him as a possible replacement, and they wanted to meet him. He happened to be around, so we stopped by his basement. Do you really need to hear this?
Oh, wait a minute. I see. We're getting edged out of your garage. You still blame me for Neighborgate. He has
This
a basement.
is about much more than Neighborgate.
I can't host ever, and 7's too many, so I get the boot.
No.
Us kicking you out has nothing to do with Jimmy or numbers.
Wait, is he coming over tonight?
No. He's not coming over, is he?
No! I don't think I invited him.
But what about probation? You haven't even considered that.
All in favor of a probation period.
Only Des raised his hand.
Consider it considered.
All against?
The other 5 raised their hands. Cleo is last.
I'm sorry.
Flashback 2009. Operation. Agatha, Cleo, Des, Lucian, and Oberon. Oberon and Des smoke weed and play Operation while the others deliberate. They're recent high school graduates, so life is extreme.
It's just weird she's not here.
I know, but this all was very unexpected. She didn't expect to get off the wait list. She didn't expect her loans to go through. She didn't expect her parents to give permission, so she had to move fast.
You're talking in past tense.
Yeah, no, she's in Oregon.
Wow.
She texted me like an hour ago.
What did she say?
Nothing much.
Really?
Agatha takes out her phone.
Potato pile up. My arteries are legit dying.
Oh.
What's a potato pileup?
So she's out of the group.
Well, she moved. She's not never coming back.
Okay, but not for nothing, we agreed to a cap of 6 members. So if she's in the group and she's not here, then we're always at 5.
Yeah, the group works way better when we're an even number.
Wait, so you want to officially remove Erin from the group even though she's moving away?
Because she's moving away.
No, yeah, I'm with Des on this.
That feels like overkill.
Why? I mean, we always have guest status. Like if she's in town sometime and one of us isn't around, then she can help make us an even 6 as a guest.
But why kick her out then? She wouldn't be a guest if she's still in the group.
And she wouldn't be a guest if she didn't move away.
Right, but the whole point for guest status is just for people not in the group. So
among whom she now is?
I think it's among
No,
which.
it's among whom?
Among which. Among which.
You just need a comma before.
But there was no comma. You just started your
I'd
sentence
like
with
among which, please. Hold the pickles.
So what's the difference if she's the odd-numbered member who isn't here or an occasional
Why would you
guest?
ever hold the pickles in anything except your hand to eat?
Guys, shut up.
Des and Oberon continue to suss out among which amongst themselves.
So why don't we bump our total membership up to 7?
We did kind of settle that already.
Okay, so you want us to text Erin and tell her what? We're excited she got into U Oregon, but sorry you're kicked out of the group?
And write it on a letterhead if that makes you feel better. She relinquished her spot.
Lettuce, onion, pickles.
Yeah, but
ranch
what makes it
dressing.
mung?
Mung is a bean. Oh my god, why do I remember
Are mung
that?
beans good?
You can't put beans on a sandwich.
Lucian?
Well, I don't know how much I really get to say. You all kind of just adopted me when I moved here.
We're asking you.
I didn't really get to know Aaron too well, but I think there's something important about, well, being flexible, but also honoring the history of the group. So I think rather than make it personal, it makes sense to look at solving what's actually the issue, the number 6.
Meaning what?
Well, so my grandfather is technically a professor emeritus at the university. He's retired, but he comes back and guest lectures or advises a project or gives a talk. What if Aaron becomes a member emeritus of the group, and we bring in somebody else to be the 6th full group member?
So we'd have 3 tiers: member emeritus, 6 full group members, and guest member.
Guest player, not guest member.
I think that makes sense.
Okay, so who's new number 6?
Or how do we, as a group, decide what we want in an additional full member?
I'll show you an additional full member.
Des and Oberon high five.
I'd like to propose a new rule. No one's allowed to be stoned when we talk about membership.
Agreed.
Back to present. Des finishes gathering his games.
Unrelatedly, which way did he vote?
We didn't ask him.
Gotcha. Just wondered.
If you think this is about your write-in, it isn't. It isn't.
So none of you are angry at me because of the election.
Although It has to be said that you threw your vote away.
I did not. You
We
do not
talked
get
about
to say
this.
that.
We talked about
You
this.
did. Same thing if you voted for Jill fucking Stein or Gary, what's his face?
Johnson.
Gary Johnson. You might as well have written in Lady Gaga. We had 2 options. And one of them was, at worst, business as usual, but she would have helped keep people like us protected, and the other has people spray painting cars and breaking bottles on people's heads.
Okay, politics are not just black and white. It's not all good and bad, you know?
You basically voted for Trump. When you wrote in Bernie, you voted for Trump.
Okay, I don't buy that logic. My vote was symbolic. It was against the establishment.
Oh, so it's not that you hate us, it's that you don't care. I'm sure Lucian will let you know how symbolic it feels when he's getting the shit kicked out of him by a bunch of white supremacists like your family.
I'm only going there because you brought it up, even though Agatha said we aren't going to talk about it. It's not always a gay and a race thing. And maybe, rather than ranting and raving about people who didn't vote, or voted for Trump, or voted third party, maybe instead of blaming them, blaming us, you need to ask yourself, what is
We're
it
not
that they're
talking
upset
about this. We are not
about
talking about
that
it.
caused
This
so
isn't
many
about
of
the
them to
election.
vote
This
for him
isn't about the
despite
election.
What a bigot he is. I didn't vote for him, but you know what? I can kind of wrap my head around why my brothers are all obsessed with him. I am sick of working 3 jobs to not have enough money, and I wish I could afford to bring snacks, but whatever. Make me the enemy. You win. I am the least depressed because I'm only starving.
You just can't resist poking the bear. I told you I don't want to talk about the election right now. I told you this isn't about the election, so just
Well, I'm
leave
sorry
it
that my
alone.
feelings got in the way of your quest towards inner peace. I just wish that you achieving your Zen place didn't involve standing on my throat, squashing my feelings. I'm just trying to find a reason why you all hate me all of a sudden, and I
Des,
don't know
we
what else
don't-
it could be. Don't lie to me.
I feel like we should let you finish getting your stuff.
I got it all.
They wait for Des. He is being unusually still.
I will give you all one chance.
Jesus Christ.
Shut up, Kay. Let me just say this. I will give you all one chance to pretend that this conversation never happened. Because if I get kicked out of this group, I swear to God, I'm not just saying this, I honestly think I'm going to kill myself. Because I don't know what else to do if you take this away from me. In a minute, I'm going to open my eyes, and then Agatha, or someone, I don't care who, will grab Dominion, and, no. We'll open Pandemic Legacy. And the 6 of us will play like none of this happened, and we will never talk about it again. Or say the name Jimmy.
The others exchange glances.
Okay? Then this is the last thing any of us will say about this.
Des opens his eyes. The others still haven't committed. He forces a smile.
Agatha, would you mind grabbing Pandemic Legacy?
I'll get it.
Hold on.
It's not a problem. I'll
Just
get it.
hold on.
I'm gonna get the game, Agatha. I'm getting the game because someone has to go get the game, and maybe you're not willing to go get the game, but I don't mind.
Stop.
I don't mind.
Stop.
I don't mind. Let me go.
We're not playing Pandemic Legacy.
So you want him to go kill himself? You're gonna dig in your heels when you know that he is ready to off himself.
That's not what I'm saying.
So what are you saying? What do we fucking do?
I do not want you to die. But we are not going to not talk about what you just said.
Say that.
I said I don't want to talk about it.
You don't get to drop a bomb like that and walk away, because now you are holding the 5 of us hostage with some vague threat. And that's not fucking fair.
Putting pressure on him right now is probably
It just fucking
not
figures.
smart.
They look at him.
No one gave a shit about anything I was saying until that. Just goes to show.
Goes to show what?
I don't know what it takes to get any of you to care.
Wait, so is that why you said it?
Absolutely not. We cannot just let
Guys,
this slide
guys,
like it's some
guys, just
fucking
hold on.
joke.
Hold
Oh
on,
my
everyone.
God,
We
come
can't
back
just all
and sit
start
down.
shouting.
What's
We have to
going on?
figure out what
What the
to
hell?
do.
Oh my god, why
This
is
is
everybody
what he
shouting so
does.
loud right now?
Des.
Yeah,
Yeah, what?
I was kidding.
You were kidding.
Yeah.
Joking.
What do you think?
I'm satisfied with that.
Okay.
No, really, do you not see that this is totally on brand?
This is really extreme.
No shit, this is extreme. This is why he has to leave the group.
Okay, one of the two things is true. He's either serious or he's lying.
Lying.
And if he's
I was
serious,
kidding.
then we need to talk about it. And if he's lying, then he's a liar, and we have the right to know he's going to throw lies like that
First
around.
I'm a bad sport. Now I'm a liar.
So excuse me for putting pressure on the situation in order to move forward. Either way, we need to talk about it.
Okay, then let's talk about it.
I do not feel equipped for this.
Well, too bad, because it's happening. Right now, I need you to tell us what to do.
Why me?
Because you're good at this kind of stuff.
Okay.
Des, have you tried to kill yourself already?
No.
Do you have a plan to hurt yourself?
No.
Have you hurt yourself?
Sure, but who hasn't?
Did you cut yourself?
No.
What did you do?
I just mean like I hurt myself sometimes.
On purpose?
Now we're all interested when I think, huh? Do I hurt myself? Do I want to kill myself? Now it suddenly matters because you couldn't live with the guilt?
Des, will you please tell us if you're actually serious about this? Because if you're serious, we need to tell somebody.
Oh my God, don't start telling other
We
people.
can't ignore it.
Because now you're turning it into... Hold on. If my family thinks I'm depressed or something, if my family finds out I'm bi, or... All because you're about to blow this out of proportion.
Out of proportion.
I wasn't serious.
Actually.
Actually, there you go. Can we please keep going with our night?
A staring contest. Des finally pulls away.
I said it in the heat of the moment. Like as an expression. Like earlier Agatha said, shoot me in the face, and you both laughed.
And you chose to make the same kind of joke while we were kicking you out of the group.
I can see it's got you all upset, and I know you all wanted me to leave anyway, so...
No. Don't leave now.
Flashback 2007, Monopoly. Agatha, Cleo, Des, and Oberon play Monopoly. They're high school students.
I told her no. No second chances. No third chances. No fourth, fifth, sixth chances. This is the last time I'm letting you treat me this way. This is what drove my sisters away. This is what drove my father away. This is what drove her second husband away. And she never changes, so I'm just the last one.
So let's talk about where you'll go.
Yes. So, I can stay at her place on weekends because she drives to New Hampshire to visit my grandma. Cleo can let me stay on weekdays when her father's visiting his girlfriend, which is usually Wednesday, Thursday.
And you can stay there even if he's here.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't want to impose.
It's not imposing. He knows you'll be staying with us a little.
Kate can put me up on Mondays. She told her parents that it's because we have tennis practice on Monday mornings, which is a white lie. Erin and Sadie can put me up Tuesdays without their parents really noticing, which just leaves Wednesdays and Thursdays. And Will's out, so.
Okay.
So that's all we need to figure out.
Okay.
I'd say you could stay at my place, but it's a pretty toxic man cave environment.
Yeah, I figured your place would be kind of a... Yeah, maybe not the best situation for me.
So we were wondering about the garage. My father visits his girlfriend most Wednesdays, Thursdays, so it'd just be on a Wednesday and Thursday night when he doesn't. If she can stay here, then we've accounted for 7 nights a week, and she never has to be stuck at her mother's with her there.
Do you want to stay here?
If it's all right.
It gets kind of cold in here, to be honest, and I've totally noticed those brown hopping cricket things. They party in here at night like it's nobody's business.
Yeah, I've seen them.
But that's not the question.
Okay, what's the question?
Can I? Do you mind? Is it a problem? It's not a matter of bugs or cold or weird or anything. It's literally just a matter of like, I don't know what my other options are.
I mean, sure.
Thank you.
So you landed on New York Avenue with 3 houses, so that's $600.
Des.
This is exactly what Agatha needed.
You're cleaning me out, Des.
Go orange or go home. That's how you do Monopoly.
I've got the blues, so we'll see.
Blues are like the red herring of Monopoly. No one ever actually lands on them.
Back to present.
You want me to stay?
For a minute, we need to set a date to hang out.
The others freeze, confused.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to remember to make plans sometimes unless you make sure you do it. Like at work, we always set the next week's Berkeley meeting at the end of each meeting.
To hang out?
Yeah, because Just because he's not in the board game group doesn't mean that we're not still
Oh,
friends.
fuck off. In what universe would anyone stay friends with someone who kicked them out of the only good thing in their life? Or stood by while
Oh,
other
no.
people did?
Oh my gosh, we weren't trying to end the friendship. No, we just decided you won't be in the group anymore. But whether or not you stay friends with all of us, or, well, any of us, is separate.
So I'm supposed to believe that kicking me out of the group has nothing to do with how you feel about me?
How we feel about playing games with you and how we feel about being your friend are two totally separate things.
With some overlap.
Of course we still want to be your friend. And you're obviously invited to the wedding. You were always invited to the wedding. Non-negotiable.
You don't get to break a friendship into discrete parts, Cleo. It doesn't work like that.
Des has squirmed his way to the door.
Where are you going?
I'll be right back.
No. You can't leave while we're talking about
I
this.
said I'll be right back.
He's gonna kill himself.
No, I swear to God that I just have to take a shit. Is that okay?
Oh, it's my house, like clockwork.
Please, may I go to the bathroom? And you know that my stupid colitis is why I'm constantly having to shit here and everywhere.
Des starts out.
Wait,
What?
Oberon.
Cleo.
Go with him.
I don't need anyone to
I am
go
not
with me.
doing that. What on earth
Dude,
are
I'm
you...
sorry, but I don't know what we're supposed to do. So for now, we can't let you out of our sight.
I promise not to kill myself in Oberon's dad's bathroom.
I'm good with that.
I really don't know if this is necessary.
I'll go with him.
Thank you.
How is this gonna work?
No idea. I'm gonna need candles and like a very loud stereo.
Lucian goes with Des.
We're not going to be able to observe his bowel movements in perpetuity.
Thank you.
If Dez is actually suicidal and he is actually ready to kill himself over getting kicked out of our group, is that not obviously indicative of a much bigger problem that has nothing to do with us?
You're right. It doesn't really have to do with us, except that now we know, so we're culpable.
People who want to kill themselves don't joke about it. They usually just do it, right?
I don't know. I'm not a social worker. All I know is we can't not take it seriously until we
Until when?
until we know for sure.
And how will we know?
I don't know.
Kay rolls their eyes, starts setting up Ticket to Ride.
And the minor detail that we're his only friends.
That's not what I meant.
Just like it wasn't his problem when Lucian's boyfriend was beating him up, or it wasn't his problem when the joke girls were putting flaming shit on my stoop, or anything that's happened to us in the last, 10 years?
I know.
We're not talking about our fucking board game group.
Cleo, shut up. I know what you're saying. Will you listen to me?
Don't tell me to shut up.
Sorry. I'm sorry. All I'm saying is that this is clearly a bigger issue.
So, given that this isn't about the group, and it's pretty obvious he isn't going to be playing with us anytime soon, can we just make sure he gets the help he needs so we can get back to the reason we got together?
We'll get there.
Agatha opens her phone.
If you believe him, call the hospital.
No.
Or his family.
Definitely not.
Or a hotline.
Those are anonymous, right?
Do something so we're not on bowel movement patrol for the rest of forever.
We can't call someone without his permission.
But if you believe him, then his permission doesn't matter. Or something. Right?
Or else get his permission and let's put this to bed.
Why is this on me? Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're the only one taking this seriously. I mean, do you all believe him?
No.
Not really. I don't think so.
Do you believe him?
I think he thinks he'd do it, but isn't that the same thing?
Des returns to the dazed Lucian.
Thanks, Lucian.
It's a shitty job, but
Guys, you know I wasn't serious.
Yeah.
First you said it, and then you said it wasn't true. Which are we supposed to believe?
What I'm telling you right now, it's like, okay, it's like Kay. I'm trans, so use he / him,
that's
and then
so
I'm
different.
genderqueer.
From
I'm
saying, like, oh, I was
non-binary,
lying.
So use they / them, and we all go with the update. Or Oberon, I'm not drinking anymore, and then I can have one beer a night, and then I can drink and smoke all I want one night a week because I'm cured. Do you all doubt them because their
I
stories
never
changed?
said cured. I'm in control.
I'm telling you now, I was joking.
Hey, can you all leave me and Des alone?
Sure.
Cleo nods. The others start out. Oberon is last out. He looks back into the room for a moment. Flashback, 2005. Hungry, Hungry Hippos. Cleo, Des, and Oberon are 14. Oberon holds one eye. They collectively had a bad day at school.
Okay, so the way I see it, a nerd is someone who's like, a know-it-all, suck-up, bookish. Everything's about being smart and getting good grades, which is different from a geek Because a geek isn't necessarily good in class. They're too busy caring about one thing. Like, I imagine a nerd has all A's, but a geek gets all A's and D's because they're more fixated. Like, I picture Jean Chang when I picture a nerd, and Polly Dudley when I picture a geek. And being cool isn't actually a good thing when you think about it. It's like, what's the phrase? Immediate gratification. That's it. Look at who cool people at school have historically wound up being. Very drug addicted, very uncool teachers at school. If you're fitting in as a student, you're doing something wrong for the long term. So, like, Brent is obviously cool, but his career options are to take over his parents' pizza place or coach baseball at the middle school. A loser is someone who tries to be cool, but fails at it. Like Greg Weiner, however his name's pronounced, which, like, I think is worse than any of them, because not only are you going for the wrong thing, you're not even good at it. Like, at least a geek or a nerd succeeds at being a geek or a nerd. So, I think Brent is right. You both are weirdos.
Tez.
You're both definitely weirdos, and I'm a weirdo too. Weirdos play by their own rules. The reason weirdos stand out is because they're going after something else entirely. Something everyone else doesn't understand because they're too busy with their, with their one track, their blinders up, or whatever you... Weirdos. Yeah, we're doing our own thing.
What thing do you think I'm doing?
Well, I don't want to speak for you.
But you say I'm a weirdo because I'm doing my own thing. I don't know what it is, so you tell me. Yeah, I don't know either.
You wear black, and you started smoking, and the baggy jeans thing with the chains is pretty
because
badass.
I'm not a normie doesn't mean that I know what I'm doing, but I don't know if I'm goth or if I'm punk or if I'm whatever.
You don't have to know. You're doing your own thing. Like, maybe your thing is this garage. You make it like your cave.
Cleo pokes around. She finds a box of board games.
You've got a bunch of board games?
Yeah, like old stuff,
Do you want to just play a game?
I guess.
But do you get what I'm saying?
Risk, Parcheesi, Clue.
We're in the middle of, like, a conversation.
Dude, is that Hungry Hungry Hippos?
It is Hungry Hungry Hippos. Cleo sets it down.
Let's play Hungry Hungry Hippos.
Yeah.
What about Risk?
Cleo sets up a game. Des and Oberon take their places.
Okay, so I think what you have to do is we count down from 3, and then I'll release the marbles.
3,
at the
2,
same
1, go!
They bash the hippos, immediately caught up in the game.
Wait, we have to release them all at the same... Okay, fine, I'll just let mine go. What about the 4th hippo? What do we do with the marbles on his side?
They finish the game.
I think I won.
We didn't establish the rules before.
It's fucking Hungry Hungry Hippos.
They take each other in. This is what they needed. The group is born in this moment.
Again?
Again.
Cool, again, sure.
Back to press. Oberon goes.
Look, you can't put toothpaste back in the tube. If we let you stay in the group because you told us it's the only thing keeping you alive,
Look, I promise you I was joking.
why don't I believe you?
I don't know. If I start thinking about it, for some reason, I'll tell you. You don't have to wonder.
I can't let you depend on the group. That's not healthy.
How is kicking me out any more healthy? Let alone these days, we need to stick together more than ever.
I'm just saying, look, I'm purely improvising right now. I don't know if saying we can let you in is like totally unhealthy or not.
So let's do the probation thing.
So you can go after Jimmy? I don't think so. Probation's not gonna happen.
Des is silent. Cleo opens her arms.
Come here, Des. I'm so sorry.
After a long moment, Des approaches Cleo.
Some fucking friend.
Cleo shoves him.
You know what? Fuck you. I'm trying to handle this with as much grace as I can, but you're gonna have to cut me a little slack, because I have not had a second to Google what the hell you're supposed to do when your friend threatens suicide. If I weren't your friend, I would have taken the easy way out, and we would have evicted you from the group in an email like Agatha suggested. Or Oberon would have handled it himself. Can you imagine? But I said no. This is the kind of thing you say to a friend in person. Because it's important. Because you're important. And I won't lie to you. I'm 100% with everyone else in hating playing board games with you. But I'm willing to tell you that because I love you. I'm trusting that you're telling me the truth because I love you. And against my better judgment, I'm not calling an ambulance because I'm trusting you not to lie to me. So, can I trust you?
Lucien comes in, nervous.
Hey, Des. Oberon wants to talk to you.
Des looks from Lucien to Cleo. Cleo relents.
Did he say why?
Lucien shrugs. Des gets up, Cleo following. Lucien stops her after Des is gone.
Excuse me.
Oberon doesn't need to talk to him. I need to talk to you.
Why? I need to be on...
He's lying.
Get out of my
No,
way.
listen to me. Des is not suicidal.
Did the others tell you that?
No, I know.
How?
I can tell.
Thank you. The question I am asking
People
is
don't
how.
just say it in front of a whole group of friends like that if they mean it.
It was a pretty extreme circumstance.
Yeah, but as a threat, I don't buy it. If he really were, he would have just done it.
I'm surprised by this. I would have expected you, of all people, to be more sensitive.
Don't forget, I'm the one who goes to group twice a week. I interact with people all the time who have actually been through some shit.
But some people are just clinically depressed. Maybe that's him.
Yeah, and maybe you're secretly a flamingo. Anything might be true. He's also the person who just coined the term Oppression Olympics. And he is a white, pretty much straight. He's not female. He's not brown. His family may be gross, but they're not abusive. So he grasped at the mental health card. He is manipulating you because he knows you're the type who wants to save the day constantly. You can't be everyone's hero all the time, especially if they turn around and tell you that they don't want to be helped.
But what if he's serious?
Then you did everything you could,
And then we're pushing him out.
which he deserves.
And if he isn't serious, then he, goes back to his family or saving up money to get to the inauguration? And the next time we see him, he's wearing a Make America Great Again hat. And that'd be our fault that we pushed him right back into their hands.
No, he'll just find other people to bother.
Around here? Not likely. We're taking away his weirdo community. Where else will he go other than back to his family?
But you can't build a friendship out of trying to keep someone from becoming worse.
The others return in, Des in front.
Are you going with them?
What?
We're clearing out.
They're going to Jimmy's.
Right now?
No time like the present.
Cleo looks at Des. Cleo stays behind as the others stiffly offer their goodbyes.
Take care of yourself.
Uh-huh. You too.
I'll drive us. I gotta clear the back seat.
Don't get pulled over.
Lucien looks at him, doesn't humor his jokes. Des blanches as it settles in. They're not friends anymore.
Catch you later, Agatha.
Bye.
Agatha distracts herself bagging some games. Kay and Lucien go. Oberon's stuck. Des goes to him.
So what is this? What does this mean for us?
Up to you, I guess.
Up to me?
Yeah, I mean, do you even want to see me anymore?
I mean, kinda, not really, but I don't know. I think it's up to you. I don't know what happens in a situation like this.
Well, I don't know. I'll text you, I guess.
Sure.
Des begins out.
Des, call me tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Or any time if you need me.
I will.
Des, promise me.
Yeah.
Oh, and you may want to put your sweatshirt on before you go out. The rainbow might set off the O'Sullivans if they see it.
Oh. Sure.
He puts on his sweatshirt.
Hey, Elizabeth Warren, 2020.
Yeah.
Des goes. Cleo exhales.
Guys, what are we gonna do about Kay? They've been like way too intense for me these days.
How about you field that one?
End of play. This has been Deal Me Out by M.J. Halberstadt. Cast include
John Volante as Des.
Joe Ruscio as Oberon.
Chelsea Ruscio as Cleo.
Kim Klasner as Agatha.
Ella Mock as Kay.
Maurice Palmer as Lucien.
Pascal Florsell as stage directions.
Special thanks to Brookline Interactive Group. Learn more about Brookline Interactive Group at brooklineinteractive.org and learn more about MJ's plays at mjhalberstadt.com.